do healthcare workers feel like they're the most isolated? You gotta understand how weird it is to say that because we're always helping others. We're always surrounded by people. We're always surrounded by coworkers whose main ideologies is to serve the general public and to serve people who are in their most vulnerable state. But healthcare workers get lonely. They get depressed. They get isolated even though they are amongst people. They're amongst spirits. They're amongst energies. And really the main reason for this is they are among the living, but they are not living. When it comes to being a healthcare worker, you effectively live for others. You live to serve them, you live to understand them with compassion, and you live to help them. For most of us, that is an everyday pleasure, that is an everyday privilege to be able to live for someone else. Because that's like taking care of your parents, your grandparents in the future. You are almost parasocially fast forwarding your life to that end result, and it does feel satisfying. But it would be a disrespect and service to not talk about the present, the person that is in the now that is trying to get to that end result. When it comes to how we feel now, we probably experience a lot of parasocial influence and a lot of stress because we're trying our best to serve everyone, but there's no general way you can treat everyone. Everyone's case is always going to be different no matter what the medication says, no matter what the pamphlet says. Everyone will have different levels of understanding. Everyone will have different levels of stress when it comes to the patients. And everyone will take bad news and take very critical news differently. And you have to be able to sort of work around those responses, sort of work around those strenuous situations with the patient. And what this leads to is compassion fatigue. You're trying your best to be specialized for everyone, to be that one person's granddaughter, their friend, their parent, to help them through whatever they're going through. But you have to understand that that's going to take a toll on you because whether you like it or not, you are only one person. One person that's amazing and that will keep providing. But there is a limit to how much you can give without giving back to yourself. So if you ever feel isolated or lonely, never be afraid to go back to being part of the norms, being part of society. Be lazy, go out with friends, explore again, because you are still a great person. You can still serve others, but never forget that you have to serve yourself. If everything I just mentioned before was you're stressed, you're always serving others. This is your video of validation and your video to say, you are doing amazing and please take care of yourself because you can be replaced, but no one can replace you in your life.